All right. Good evening. Don't mind me. Do I look like I did a triathlon and then ran 5 miles today? Because I did. That's what I did. I haven't made one of these videos in a while. So, I guess a lot of people ask me how I feel, and I feel good. Um, the only thing that hurts is my shoulders from carrying the flag. Uh, so today's triathlon was a sprint. Um, I woke up like this whole weekend starting Friday, I knew it was going to be raining, and I was just trying to get in the right headspace. Like, it just like you have to go. So just be ready for it, right? And um I don't think you can ever really prepare for that. So as the day, like, it's before, it said that today was going to be like 90. This was like the beginning of maybe last week. And then as the days went on, the weather started dropping and the rain showed up, and I looked at like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. when I woke up this morning, and it said it was 48 degrees and raining. I was like, good, 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 good. Great. Fun. So it was 2 a.m. when I woke up. I wanted to wake up at 3. Um, but I woke up and then I was just up. Look at Brinks. And last night I had a very emotional prayer. Um, I cried before I even prayed. And I've been praying every single morning, whether it's a good prayer or not. I make it a point to just be thankful for where I am and who I am and what I've become. So this happened before my bike ride. Like, I just like to know that I'm doing something good and that I'm doing what I was put here to do. And I think that's why I cry, because I know I am, and I know that I do what I'm put here to do. But whatever. So I woke up, I stretched, um, and I took our veteran Eric with me, Eric Ward. Uh, and you know what? Like, I went through that phase of go back to sleep for another hour. You can wake up and do it. You can do it later. You can do this later. Maybe the rain will pass. I looked at my phone. It said it wasn't good. The rain was going to stop by 10. I was in my head. I was like, oh, maybe we can just wait till then. And it's a mental battle that I know everybody goes through. And it's at those moments where you decide if you're going to be the lion or if you're going to be the gazelle. And I'm always a lion. I sometimes I yell at myself and I tell myself to STFU and just do it. Like, yes, it's gonna suck. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be miserable. And I told myself, I said, listen, this is not gonna be fun. You already knew this. Wake up. Get up. Stop putting these excuses in your head. Right? It's raining. It's cold. I was soaked just putting my bike on the back of my car. But I did it. I got out. I went to the gym. And it was empty. There was nobody in the pool. And I sat at the edge of the pool and I was just like, all right, once you get in, you cannot stop. Once you get in, you have started this triathlon. So I took a few breaths and I jumped in. And then I did about a half an hour of that. My watch wasn't calculating the distance, so I had to start counting my laps. Just to make sure I did the 0.47 miles, but I think I did a half a mile. Honestly, the swimming is tough. Like, I know how to swim. It's just being able to continuously swim. Like, I could swim one lap, rest, and come back. It's that I need to work on. And as I was getting to like my last lap, I was like, fudge. I gotta go out in this rain. And so I changed my clothes. I went outside. And I kid you not, when I was walking in the gym, the rain wasn't bad. Like, it was raining, but it wasn't like... It was when I walked outside to my bike that it just started pouring. Like it just knew. And I started riding. It wasn't too bad. I mean, it was bad. What am I kidding? It sucked. It sucked. It was horrible. Like, it was worse than the day that I was on my bike trip and I rode from Rhode Island to Connecticut in the rain, because that rain was kind of warm. This was cold. So I wasn't even like 2 miles in and my feet were numb. My hands were numb and cold. And I honestly didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't know how I was going to keep going. But I did. And when I got to the 6 mile mark, which I measured out, and I was going to get to 6 miles, turn around, because the bike part of the sprint triathlon is 12 miles. It started to really pour. And so I turned off into the school and I went under like this underpass, and I was just like, you can't stay here. The rain could let up in 5 minutes. The rain might let up in 3 hours. You can't just stay here. So I screamed. I screamed in like misery and I screamed. I said, "Let's go, Eric." And Eric was with me. And there was a moment like, so I had these glasses, these bike glasses that have like little pads for water, and the lens on it helps you see. but they were filled with water. My right eye, it felt like dirty. It was probably my sweat, like sweaty water in my eye. It was burning. So I was like riding like this. Still couldn't see out of this eye because it was raining. And I just started like reminding myself like who I was and that this is life, and life is always going to test you. Life is going to see how hard you really are, how tough you really are, how strong you really are, how true to your word you really are, how true to yourself you really are. And you know what? From the moment I decided I was going to do triathlons and I picked May 31st, it did not matter. What is Will Smith says, don't have a plan B because it distracts you from plan A. I've never once said to myself, what if the weather is bad? Never. Because for me, as most of you know, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And that's something that I live by. And that's something that people can trust and that I can trust. And it scares me sometimes because I say I'm going to do some crazy stuff. But I said I was going to do May 31st. Nothing about the rain. I never said, what if it rains? And it rained. And it rained hard. And it was cold. And I sat there, I rode, just talking to myself, like, think of all the people that would have just thrown in the towel just by looking at the weather. Think of all the people that would have come out of the pool and seen that it was still pouring and just said, nah. It takes a special kind of person, and I like, honestly, I wish everyone could feel the feeling of just doing what you said you're gonna do, because you know what? If you don't do what you say you're gonna do, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of you, because you know that inside you've let yourself down. And I don't ever, I'm never gonna let myself down. I'm gonna go after everything that I say I'm gonna go after. I'm gonna fight hard, and I don't know, Stefan said I'm a different breed. I guess I am a different breed. So, and I was riding and I just thought like, yeah, I'm miserable. And I thought about Eric, and he was so young, and he took his own life August 22nd, 2016. He was in the army. And I thought for him to have taken his own life, he must have been very miserable. So a little rain isn't going to hurt me. And I've been there where you just feel so miserable and you just think there's no way out. Luckily for me, I failed my suicide attempts many times. It just wasn't meant to be. I don't think it's meant to be for anybody, but so that's what pushes me through every single day. That my life is not miserable. Like, the rain sucked. It was miserable, but there's veterans out there that are going through misery. And I'm not going to give up just because of some rain, inclement weather. So I got back to my car and it was time to run, but honestly, I could not move my feet. So I had to. The idea of a triathlon is to just move consecutively. This was the first one. I knew there were going to be some hiccups, and honestly, I could not move my feet. I had to wait a second. I had to take everything off, and I was just like rinsing, like wringing out my socks. And I just had to. I had to turn my car on and let my feet warm up and my hands. But I had an extra pair of gloves, extra socks, put on my sneakers. Never run with a flag. And I finally warmed up and I got out. And you know what? There were people pulling into the gym parking lot. And at first I was like self-conscious. I was like, these people are probably staring at me. And then the real me came out and pushed that. I don't know who she was. Pushed her out of the way and was like, excuse you? Shh. Shut up. We're here now. And I held my flag and I started running. And my legs started tingling and my feet were just like, at one point my feet were so numb that I couldn't, it was hard to like make sure I was running properly. Like I twisted my ankle because my foot was numb and I just couldn't do it. So I know my mom gonna be over here like, can you please be careful? But we finished. It was tough, a lot of screaming. That flag hurts the collarbone or in the shoulders or ear. Like, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to do that. And then I was gonna go to the gym, but Stefan told me if he sees me in the gym after doing a triathlon, he's gonna kick me out. So I ran. So I went home, changed, and it was kind of, the rain was finally gone. And I was like, it's only 8:30. Like, my goal of the day is to raise awareness. So I took my flag to my normal running route and I started running. Had my 22 shirt on. And you know what? I felt good because there were so many people that were just reading the flag, and the flag says United We Heal. United in the fight against veteran suicide. Mission 22. And you know what? If somebody reads that didn't know about 22 a day, didn't know about veteran suicide, they now know. Now they know. And you don't know if that person is just curious and goes and Googles it. I think that's what I did way back in the day. I stumbled upon something about 22 a day and I Googled it and I found Mission 22 and I found like all of that. It's raising awareness. Because you just never know. You never know who's sitting in a car seeing that flag. And it's like, wow, look at this person. Just, they care. They're out here, like, I don't care what anybody thinks about me while I'm running. I don't care what anybody thinks about me holding that flag. I got honks, waves, cheers. Like, it was nice to see people actually paying attention. Because you know what? Now I don't think I'm ever going to run without my flag. But yeah, it was a good day. I got about an hour nap. I'm about to go eat a pizza because I deserve it. Very humbled today. I feel very, I don't know. But this coming weekend, we have 2 more. Our second and third triathlon. I have my COVID shot in between, second one. But the weather's gonna be perfect. We got some more veterans to ride for. Yeah. I feel, I don't know what I feel. I just feel calm. I don't know. I'm gonna go eat my pizza. But thank you for all the support. Please, if you could donate, any bit helps. The donation link is in the donation link. It's under donate. So if you could, that would be amazing. If you can't, share my webpage, share my posts. Like, it's free to support that way and help me spread awareness that way. So I appreciate all of you. I appreciate those who have donated already. I love you. Hello.